What up, brothers and sisters? It's your brother G World 7_D. Doing a quick video this morning, or before sunrise, let's say that. And I wanted to say something is that brothers and sisters know something. All right. I listen to what's going on in the community outside, and YouTube, hearing people say certain things. I want brothers and sisters, particularly here, the Aboriginal Americans, Aboriginal Black Americans, that you have a rich history and culture. Do not allow white folks, particularly liberals, brainwash you and say that you're from somewhere else when you're here, when you're from here. And I said this over and over again most times. Most of our people were not brought over in no slave ship, were already here. People so-called, but black people are indigenous people on this planet. When you hear people go out of their way and try to say, quote, black Americans have no culture, that's jealousy talking. Because black Americans' culture, Aboriginal Americans' culture, ranges around the world. Our food, our dances, everything. So when you hear, I heard some black Americans, Aboriginal Americans make this comment, and it's sad because they've been brainwashed with the fake-ass Wakanda. That's not our culture. All right, and I really think foreign blacks need to know the true history of Aboriginal Americans, because they have been indoctrinated and brainwashed themselves. But we have to understand is that black people are the real Aborigines on this planet. Now, one of the ways I think, well, I know, and I said this in other videos, is that we got to let white liberals go. You cannot continue to allow those individuals who have been very harmful and destructive in our community. The white liberals have done that. Conservatives too, but the liberals have been the worst. They have pushed a feminist agenda. They have pushed an racial agenda. They have pushed an agenda claiming that we're not even from here. Those individuals do not need to be in our community. They've done too much damage, and it's particularly the Democratic Party, or the Democratic Party. They've done plenty of damage to our people and our culture. So whenever, I want brothers to understand, whenever you hear a foreigner tell you don't have no culture, or black Americans have no culture, you gotta look at it. That's the individual who fled their country. They're gonna tell you don't have no culture, but their culture is so rich and great. Why did they leave their country where their culture was the dominant culture? So that's totally disrespectful, ignorant, which I cannot stand, and I'm not going to tolerate. But unfortunately, you have people who continue to speak not in our best interest. The things that Dr. Umar Johnson said, he used the term American African, that's totally disrespectful. But it shows you the lack of respect he has for Aboriginal Americans to sit and insult us, and he used the term pretendians. Anyone who studied real history knows that the Indians, the real Indians, were black people, not paler people. And I documented that in my videos, and I'm using my sources. But when you hear people like Umar Johnson continue to push that narrative that we foreigners, then he made a statement talking about Caribbeans invented hip-hop with rap. That's a lie. But that tells you the disrespect he has for the community and why we don't need to be supporting him. He needs to apologize for his statement and apologize and continue to tell us that we're foreigners. You're African? No, dude. If you had any sense, you know that black people are Aboriginal to this planet. All right? We weren't just in West Africa. Right? We're Aboriginal to this planet, and it's disgusting that he continues to get away with that. He continues to get on platforms and never challenge, man. He's showing you how ignorant he is to our true history. He's extremely ignorant and dangerous, man. He's an excellent orator, an excellent speaker, but an idiot when it comes to real history. He's an idiot, man. And I've been around those type of Negroes all my life. The boule. It's sad. This guy, Uma, is a complete idiot, man. He's a complete idiot to our history. To make statements like, and to only believe that we came on with slave shit. And then these people are always talking about the DNA, they from this African tribe. I laugh, man, because with these tribes, people break off, form new tribes, others go different directions, and those countries didn't exist prior to European occupation, man. And it's sad that these goofy Negroes continue to push an agenda that's destructive and continue to make us foreigners in our own land, man. These goofy Negroes continue to make us foreigners in our own land, man. That's a problem. Excuse me. That's a major problem. That these Negroes keep doing that. They continue to make us foreigners in our own land, man. And you scratch your head. There's this one clown out of New York. And all he does is like to talk about, use the term pretendians and everything. You can tell this guy's an idiot, man. I don't know. I think it's that guy called some Lex Vortex, whatever. I don't know. You just listen to these Negroes, you scratch your head. Like, how dumb can they be? But I said this in other videos. Anyone who's telling you that you're an African and that you're not Aboriginal to his land and make jokes about the pretendian jokes, they're a traitor. They're very ignorant, and they're sellouts. They're sellouts, man. They're sellouts to our true history. And they refuse to actually learn that. They're sellouts, man. I'm going to keep saying this. They're sellouts. They're sellouts, period. They are sellouts. And they don't deserve any respect from our community, and we need to drum roll their ass up out of there. Those Negroes are sellouts. And they will always sell you out. These are some sellout Negroes, man. So we do not need to listen to these Negroes. These Negroes are sellouts. These Negroes are some straight up sellouts, man. They're some straight up sellouts. And they're traitors. So I want you, brothers and sisters, to understand that and realize that anyone who's pushing that mess, anyone who's telling you that you anything but an Aboriginal, black of this land, descendant of the real Indians, they're basically just a basic sellout. Who's going against you? They're sellouts. We've been here. And all you gotta do is put the study in and know that. Once you put the studying into it, you can pick up on it. Put the research in, but you have to research. You can't Google the information, which unfortunately so many people do. They Google stuff and they think that's how you get information. No, you have to do research. Stop listening to that racist white liberal professor or progressive professor or that Negro liberal. No, don't listen to them. They give you misinformation. You don't have to do your real research. And once you do your real research, you start questioning. This is why I don't like how these colleges are using these Negroes as these students as cannon fodder over the issue of Palestine and Israel, man. And they had these Negroes on these campuses where they yelling and hollering, man. Man. Excuse me for a second. Yeah. Do all the yelling and hollering and stuff and clowning these university campuses, man. Claiming that, fighting for someone else's cause. And I'm, If you want to fight for Israel or Palestine, that's up to you. But I think these college professors are getting these students, man, and they're using them to push their own agenda, man. So I want our youth to understand that. I want so-called black youth globally, but particularly Aboriginal Americans, understand that you're being used, man. You're being used big time when you go for push for these other agendas and other people's agendas, man, or issues. And I'm not saying you shouldn't be concerned about other people, but man, this whole Israel-Palestine thing, and they're using these individuals in these college campuses to start protesting and everything. I have problems with that. I really do. Because the professor, he get into their mind, or the instructor get into their mind, and then pushes his agenda on those damn youth, and they start being that professor's muscle. So I'm just telling brothers and sisters, wake up, be careful, man. Because we're being used at all corners, from all groups, man. You know, and I'm just telling you that now. All right, brothers and sisters, man. Peace and love, man. All right, peace.